don't put bumper stickers on Ferraris.
So what if I don't like peanut butter? Sue me.
All right. We are live. This is not a way to start off a show, but Joe, I'm just going to say it. I was like scrambling, like organizing stuff around me, and I grabbed my daughter's pacifier. My natural instinct was to be like, I have no idea why. I don't know, man.
That's a little weird.
So
And
weird.
I noticed, dude, as soon as we hit the live button, we had 13. And as soon as our faces popped up, it dropped back down to single digits.
I think people just come in to see your intro that you made because it's that good.
Yeah, maybe.
It is that good. Well, everyone, welcome to the show, Graham. I'm seeing a lot of new names, which I love.
Mhm.
Absolutely love that. Thank you guys so much for being here. Of course, we are Beard Talk with Kyle and Joe. The show is Beard's Life, everything in between. We call Thursday night the greatest night of the week. Not only is it the start of the football season, but we get to hang out with you guys for about an hour, so we're super excited about it. We have a special guest. Very, very special guest. Do we bring her on? Do we make her wait in the green room? Or do we just bring her on?
We could bring her on. She's done this a few times with us.
I'm hoping she nerds out at least once because I love it when she does.
Oh, she was nerding out already in the back room. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen for sure. So let's not waste any time. We'll bring her on and we'll greet everybody because we see that you guys are piling in already. So here we go. There she is.
Holly.
I came in with jazz hands.
Whiskey.
She is not a stranger.
Yes.
She is one of the best beard company owners that we have interacted with. That is for sure. Everybody welcome Holly from Whiskey N Hardtack.
Hello, Holly. Yeah, see, Wiley's with me on the pacifier. I don't know why. Like right when the show begins, like I'm totally ready, but I'll be like, "Where's my phone? Where's the mouse? Where's the microphone?" And my daughter's pacifier was right here, and I was
like, "Wait, we don't need to hear about the
right." That's right.
My daughter's. I swear. Look how cute it is, though. Little princess on there, or what is that?
Dude, yeah, you get the pacifier off the screen, man.
Little Mermaid. This is for Wiley, man. Wiley's about to turn it off, so it's for Wiley.
Well, we don't want to chase out Wiley.
I didn't say I want to chase him out.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
We're always 100% us here, Holly.
Judgment-free zone. Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Well, hello, everybody.
Yeah, so we got Pampered Chef in here, Aldemir, Ellie Orchard. Always good to see the ladies in here. What's up, ladies?
Yeah, we need more ladies in here. I feel like
we absolutely do. There was quite the conversation going on before this. I'm scrolling to the top and I'm trying to get to the next people here, but there was quite the conversation happening like hours, not even like right before the stream, but like hours before the stream. So
like 2 hours before the stream, there was a comment. I was like, whoa.
Yeah, we're excited that you guys are so excited. Our moderator, both our moderators, Vado and Sober Chef Eric, Dan B.
I see you, Scott John. I see you, Scott John.
Yeah, the coolest name in the game, Joey Sparks.
I was just gonna say it's got to be Joey Sparks.
Yeah.
I still want to see proof of that's his real name.
SJM, John from Bloombeards, Jason Klein.
No, his name is Scott John for the duration.
Scott John. Welcome, Scott John.
Scott John. Oh, okay. All right. What's up, Scott John? Yeah, so we got the crew in here as we're piling in here. First and foremost, Kyle, how are you doing?
I'm great, man. I'm great. It's been a much better week. The whole family pretty much was sick last week.
Yeah.
And having a hold on. I knew something was off. There we go. Having a 1
millimeter.
This is what I mean. You came somewhat early tonight, but when you come in close to last minute, dude, you don't handle yourself well.
I know. I see. That's why I can't be early like this. But anyways, having a 1 and a 3-year-old and the house being sick was terrible, but that's all part of the experience. But Yeah, this week has been significantly better.
Good.
So it's been a great week. As I mentioned before, we're finishing our basement. The final touches will be done over the next couple days or so. So really excited about that. Thank you, E-Rock.
Thanks for hopping in, E-Rock. We
Appreciate
always
it, man.
appreciate your support. And everybody else that's just coming in. Copper Johns, Tyson, what's up? I know you're ready for Sunday.
Hello. So
your better half is here?
My better half is in the comments.
Don?
Wow.
He said Mr. Holly is here. So there you go.
Mr. Holly?
Mr. Holly is there.
Let me see.
It's a lot of
man
folks.
Himself, Don.
There he is. What's up, Don? He's a good man.
Tyson. A lot, that's for sure.
Yeah. So, so everybody's feeling better, though?
Everyone's feeling better. Thank goodness. Only one kid had to be medicated. COVID negative, knock on wood. So that was good. Everyone was COVID negative.
I will say, dude, and I know we've covered this before, and this is the only COVID talk that I'm going to have because I know how these conversations go. But I am so sick of every time there's like a bug or I just feel a little off that my first assumption is, oh shit, it better not be COVID.
Yes. 100%.
Like I'm so sick of it. I'm just so sick of it.
I'll sneeze.
I have terrible allergies. I'm like literally allergic to nearly every environmental allergen out there. And so
hold on real quick. That fits your personality.
I know, right?
Well, I love that.
I'm not allergic to dogs and mice. Like end of list.
Right.
Yo, what's up, Bruce City?
Hey, Bruce City. Hey, so Gary. Yeah, man. Screw COVID.
Like it's ragweed season, So now I'm like sniffling and sneezing, and then like the first thing is you wake up and you forget it, and you're like, oh my god, and then wait a minute, no, it's not.
Yeah, I hear you. Hey, Logan, what's up, man? Got everyone piling in here. Thank you guys for being here so much.
So I'm gonna go solo mode. I'm gonna go solo mode for a second because Tyson's in here before he leaves.
Please
I want him to see how. I want him to see how prepared I am for Sunday. And I am currently building a resume. I'm in the middle of building a resume on my phone to send to him for Sunday. It's going down on Sunday. And if you guys don't know what I'm talking about on Sunday,
Joe,
I'm sure you guys, what?
Before you go solo mode, let me just say this. I said Joe has the best mullet that I've seen in person. Tonight, it's been taken to the next level.
I have to say it's impressive.
I have taken the mullet to the next level. I have taken the next leap. I am all in. So let's not waste any time. Here we go. Solo layout. Bam.
Do it.
Here we go.
Full vanilla ice on that.
Vanilla ice.
Look at that.
Beautiful.
Oh, man.
Look at the fade. Look at the fade, too.
The fade is on point. I'm telling you.
It hurts so good. You guys have no idea.
It's sharp.
This is as fresh as moist. Like this fade is not even 3 hours old.
Probably caught that.
Yeah,
I did.
Yeah.
That fade is on point, and you got the bottom part of the mullet has the girth.
Yeah, I got some crazy curls going on. Like when I started growing my hair out, I totally forgot how long
I love it
and how curly my hair was. So
I love that. Love the curls.
It's epic.
E-Rock, I hear you, brother. I could grow a nice skullet because I'm completely bald on the top, but as like my beard, I have thick, dark hair on the sides and the back. I should grow out the skullet. I work from home, so.
No, Tyson, it is not weird. If you are not turned on right now, then there's something wrong with you.
Kyle saying my beard is moist. It's my new ringtone. Take it. Absolutely.
Even Billy Ray Cyrus is jealous. Don, the man himself, knows what's up.
That's funny.
Yes. So
too funny, man.
Tyson, I told you if I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna go all in. And you got some pictures coming your way. You have a video coming your way. I'm in the middle putting everything together. I'm just gonna claim my winnings now. And then donate my winnings because I have everything Copper John's related. But either way, I'm gonna win. So
by the way, my daughter is still completely unimpressed since she learned that those are beard oils, because she thought they were all nail polishes, and you guys had like these killer nail polish collections. And she was like all into it, and I was like, honey, it's beard oil. And she was like, oh, lame. I was
Jay
like,
Cruz. Yeah.
What's up, Jay Cruz? Thanks for hopping in here, man. Good to see you.
hey, Josue.
So yeah, man, I'm feeling good. Literally 3 hours ago, only 3 hours ago, I got this fresh cut. I always feel good after a barbershop visit. Gotta give a shout out to my boy Frankie Fades. He does killer work.
I was going to say that fade is definitely on point.
Yeah.
Just the nickname alone makes you trust him giving you a haircut.
Yes.
Right?
Exactly.
Frankie Fades. I mean, when you can be a barber or step right into Goodfellas, you've accomplished a lot in your life.
Exactly.
Boom.
Yeah.
Boom. Well said.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Holly.
Yes.
Let's get to you. How are you? How's Whiskey and Hardtack? How's Don, most importantly?
Don is hanging in there. I was telling you guys earlier that it's the first week of school and changing everybody's schedules. And it's been a little bit of a doozy. Like my whole sleep schedule during the off times was sort of just my own. And now I've got to like go back to being regimented and, trying my best to support Don in the morning. Cause like, if I don't get a certain amount of sleep, I just do not function correctly.
What is that number for you?
It's got to be like at least 7.
I was going to say my guess would have been the full 8, but okay.
It's at least 7. If I don't get at least 7, I'm like a zombie. Shaky Jake. His barber right now is me. Like I've been doing Don's hair recently.
So what would be a good nickname for Holly?
Oh my goodness.
For who? I'm sorry.
What would be a good barber? What would be a good barbershop nickname for Holly?
I don't think. See, my mind goes places that I can't say because you guys are monetized and it would be terrible and there are children watching. But no, like I don't want to be doing it. But like I've made the joke is like I'm like, honey, you've paid for worse. Don't worry. Give it a week. Give it a week. No one will notice. You're only on Zoom anyway,
Right. I haven't been to the barber. The last time I was at the barber was January of 20, right before the world went to poo.
Yeah.
And I have not been back. And obviously I go for my beard, but I miss it, man. I'm looking at Joe's fade, like,
I mean, that's sick. I mean, that's like,
you cannot do that yourself. I don't think it's possible.
No.
You could do it, but not well. I'm putting it like that.
I don't know even who it would be.
It's not your.
I don't even think I could do it bad.
Yeah.
Like it's either awful or nothing.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
No.
For sure.
I don't trust my hands at all. So
but for Whiskey and Hardtack, getting back to your question, like beyond the whole scope of my messed up sleep schedule this week is I do have
Donald
something coming out tomorrow.
Yeah, Jason.
That has been in the works. When I was last on here, the first week of July, I think it was.
Yeah. Yep.
If anybody saw that stream or was on that stream, they heard me talk about the issues we were having with sourcing biscuits. I like that one.
Oh man.
I'll put that one in my back pocket and say
that is good.
We were having sourcing
and biscuits.
Yeah, Nicholas, I think you're live.
Significant sourcing issues with the greenhorn conditioner components.
Yeah.
And I made the comment that we don't even think we can get it. Like, there's no way to like make it without some of these components, and wasn't sure what we're going to do. So I started going, okay, well then what can we do instead of? And we work through something. We work with a lab. We work through some formulations. For reference, I used to make detergents and washes and things like that in-house. I don't have time to devote to giant vats of that stuff anymore, and I don't have space anymore. Like if we move out to like another facility, I'll be able to do that again, but right now I can't. So now I'm working with a lab, and we came up with an alternative to greenhorn, and it comes out tomorrow afternoon. I can't tell you exactly the time because it depends on like the labels arrive tomorrow at some point. And once I have the labels, like I've already packaged it. It's already like everything except the labels ready to go. So
Gotcha.
tomorrow afternoon we're launching Sweetwater, which is a like citrusy fresh conditioner. It is viscosity wise, it's a little bit lighter than the Greenhorn. But it's really, it's like a really clean rinsing, kind of silky feel. And I've already tested it with a couple peeps, and I was keeping it close to the vest because I wasn't sure like how we were going to go, but rave reviews, and the scent does not linger into your beard product usage. So even though it has a natural scent to it, that's really, I mean, it's super fresh. It's like good. I wouldn't say it's an exact citrus, but it just, that's the reminiscent vibes you get out of it. And it's, again, sulfate free and silicone free, you know, as natural as we can make it. And it's just really nice. I would say where the Greenhorn was a much more heavy duty kind of conditioner, this is probably more medium in terms of it. But was really happy, you know, got nearly 200 bottles done of that today, and we'll be putting it out tomorrow. We'll be getting more of it in soon. But while we were doing that, we got good news about Greenhorn at the same time, which was the lab went, you know what, if we drop this ingredient and change the ratios in a couple of the other ones and, you know, retest it, because when you formulate, you can't just go, oh, okay, well, I'm going to change this percentage to 10 and this percentage to 20, you know, and flop this around. You have to literally start over and go through and lab test and stress test it. And, you know, you have to do the whole process. And that's just good manufacturing process all around. But Greenhorn will be coming in the next 2.5 weeks. And it's only slightly changed, like I said, ratio wise. And we dropped like 2 ingredients and replaced them with 2 others that are phenomenal. And I'm actually super excited about the changes because I was worried at first. And when I got the production samples, I went, oh my God, I think this is actually better than the original.
Right. Wow.
And I'm like super impressed. You know, so I'm like feeling real jazzed about that because we'll be getting that back in soon. And so we'll have
let me clarify something. Okay. I was just going to say, so we're doing 2 separate ones.
Yes.
Okay.
Because I mean, we were already going to run with the replacement because, you know, we needed to have something in the lineup, and that was the best we could do to get as close as we could. And then for the lab to go, hey, hold my beer.
Right.
You know, we've got a way to work around this sourcing problem, and, you know, we can rebuild him, you know, kind of thing. And I was like, yes, awesome. You know, and when I was like, but, you know, make sure it's still got to be unscented and it's still got to have the right, you know, feel and viscosity, and you can't add this and that. And, you know, you have to be like on point. And I'm really excited about it because the production samples, I mean, are bomb.
That's
it's
awesome.
ever so slightly less thick than it was before, but the rinsability is far better than it was, because before the Greenhorn was, you know, it hung on a little bit longer when you rinsed.
Yeah.
This one comes out when you want it out, but you still have that like soft feeling. And I'm real excited about it. So we're going to have both conditioners back, but Sweetwater will be tomorrow afternoon. And like I said, if you like not so heavy, this is more like a true daily conditioner. If you wanted to do that, again, not a co-wash, but like a conditioner, and you like a nice fresh like citrus, there's no mint, there's no other things. It's really a good fresh scent, and that's why we went with the name Sweetwater. So that comes out tomorrow afternoon, and then the Greenhorn restock of the newly reformulated stuff will be, I would say, 2.5 weeks just to be safe. And we lost Joe.
No, I think he did it on purpose. His picture was blurry, so I think he's trying to get back into focus.
Regardless, he's gone. So
Regardless, he's gone. Yeah.
Yes.
So I love my greenhorn conditioner and butter. Awesome. Greenhorn is fantastic. Is
And
greenhorn?
Donald, I really think the greenhorn conditioner. And again, like if you look at the ingredients, it's basically the same thing. There's just a couple ratios and like 2 ingredients that were swapped. And I'm super thrilled. I'm super thrilled with what they were able to do. I mean, especially since we were all up a creek without like a couple of these ingredients. So
Right. That's awesome. So what kind of feedback are you getting on which one people are liking better, or is it just truly depends on the scent, depends on like the viscosity of it?
I think the scent, if you're into that kind of scent profile, like it's just so enjoyable that it might throw you off mentally to think you like it better than an unscented product. But there is a viscosity difference. So the Sweetwater is, I don't want to say thinner side because it's not thin, but it's not like that super pudding thickness that the greenhorn has, if you know what I mean. It's not that like it's not, you don't feel like you're having to work to get it out of the pump.
Yeah. I'm curious to give it a try because I typically like thicker conditioners, but your greenhorn, or your conditioner, I should say, was definitely thicker. Yeah. So I'm curious to see when it's toned down a little bit. That's very, very cool news. And thank you to Walt for that super chat. Appreciate it, brother. The handsome devil himself.
Yes,
Joe,
Votto, they do. The cousins do have a code, and I believe it is Beard Talk. Or did you guys Beard Talk 15?
It's scrolling right below. It's Beard Talk. There it is. Beard Talk 15 for 15% off. Yep. Did someone ask that? Do the cousins have a code with yes. Vato. Yep. Scrolling. Yeah, Joe, if you're a little out of focus, man, try the old hand trick.
No, it's the Wi-Fi, man. I don't know what's going on with it.
Gotcha.
And I don't have an Ethernet cord to plug in. For whatever, well, I have one, but for whatever reason, my computer will not read it I didn't think you need to like do it. I thought you just plug it in and that's it. But for whatever reason, it doesn't recognize it every time I try to plug one in. So
gotcha.
No idea. I apologize, but yes, the Wi-Fi is going a little wonky for me tonight. So yeah.
Eastside Chris, Joe's camera got moist from the mullet. That's my guess. Am I as handsome as Walt now? No pressure. So I'm going to say you are darn close to as handsome as Walt, but I will say this. The thickness of your beard is uncanny. So that's a beautiful thing. That's a better compliment.
He said you were thick.
Yeah, THIC.
Yeah, Eric, I'm on a desktop. Well, not my laptop, I guess. Yeah.
Let's Jason, get this fixed. Well's your cable box plugged in? That's funny.
He's going to need your IP address. He's going to remote into your machine.
Right. I know. There are guys in the bearded community who know all about IP addresses, apparently.
That's funny.
So yeah, that's my big announcement is we'll have the new, not that we were planning to have a big announcement. I just sort of dropped you guys that information, but yeah, so we'll have the new conditioner and then Greenhorn's slight tweak, which I'm really pumped about, honestly. I think the rinseability after the shower is so much better. And what's funny is I actually took one of the production samples for myself, which I had never done before. I never tried. And I was like, wow, this is actually amazing. I don't know why I didn't use it on my hair this whole time. Like, because I'm used to using like the, only for color treated, blah, 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 blah. And I was like, I'm going to try this because I really like the way it's looking,
That's awesome.
And my hair can get coarse and dry sometimes, because beard hair and head hair aren't the same, but I was like, I'm going to try this. And I did. And I was like, wow, that is smooth. Oh my God, he's gone again.
Yeah. His Wi-Fi is not loving him.
Oh, poor Joe.
I know.
Oh. So anyway, I'm pumped. I'm excited. I was not that excited in July when we had this conversation, but I'm pumped now.
No. Yeah. Well, that's great news. A lot of people, in my opinion, love Whiskey N Hardtack for that oil. The feel and beard, the different scents are hard to beat. But I saw someone in here, I don't remember who it was, and let me see if I can find it real quick, was like the wash and conditioner from Whiskey N Hardtack's the next thing I want to try. I can't find the comment. Sorry, whoever's it was. But yeah, totally underrated products. I absolutely love them. Greenhorn now, rinseability. Nice. Rinseability, yeah.
Well, I think that's important because I did have a couple guys who were like, man, this is really thick, but man, it's, it takes me a little bit to rinse it out. And, I can see that because, it takes me a little bit to rinse the machines out when I have to clean the machines after a run and, go through all the processes for that. It takes a while. And I'm like, man, I mean, it's thick and it's still going to take a while, but I think it's going to be easier to do.
Right.
Which is a relief because it's probably the one thing I hate. It's like I have a love-hate relationship with the filling machine. I love it because it makes it so much faster and easier, but I hate cleaning it because, man, you have to take the whole thing apart to do it.
Oh, I can imagine. Murphy's asking, what oil are we talking about? So we are talking about Whiskey and Hardtack. Holly here is the owner and operator and president and CEO and VP of Whiskey and Hardtack. And our code, if you were interested, our code is below. Beer Talk 15 for 15% off.
Oh, is Emo in here?
Emo is in here.
Oh, look at that.
Oh. Okay, we've detected issue with your internet. We are sending a technician out between the hours of 9:30 and next Sunday. Sounds about right.
Did you hear that, Joe? Jason.
Yeah. Dude, this is the worst it's ever been since being on stream.
Are you blaming me? Is this what
it is? It sounds like
I see how it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I have no idea why it's acting up like this. Am I still really blurry?
Yeah.
Not as
no, it's better.
It's better. To be honest, you're actually better.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because I see the Wi-Fi symbol that it keeps popping up, and it's showing that it just keeps going up and down. It's just not stable whatsoever for whatever reason. So.
Yeah. You try giving it the old reboot.
Give you the reboot.
So I saw a question about, do I have any Halloween scents? No. As a rule, I generally don't do thematic scents for each season of the year. But I do have 2 scents that are considered seasonal that rotate in and out. And Strange Bromance is the summer scent, and it is, I think there's like a handful of combos left and like a couple full butters, and like that's it. The standalone oil's gone.
Yeah.
And then Icebreaker comes back in November. But
yeah,
like every year you always just like wait for that. There are some devotees to Icebreaker who
I like your style, Holly. Leave them wanting more. I love it.
And I'm like, people complain. They're like, oh man, why can't it be year round? I'm like, it's available for almost 6 months. Like, you can get all you want for like almost 6 months, people.
That's the way it goes. Murphy, Whiskey and Hardtack Solid Beard Wash is forever my number one. It is really cool. Great beard wash. Beard bar wash. Sorry.
Yeah. I want to go back to Diablo since you skipped it like a jerk.
I know. Sorry, I wanted to say that. I lost it now.
No, he was just asking about Snake Venom. Snake Venom is my second favorite scent by Holly, behind Icebreaker. Holly kills it with those invigorating scents. Snake Venom is that tea tree, rosemary. I think there's pine fir or fir needle. And sage.
Eucalyptus, I think.
Sage.
Or rosemary or something like that. I forget. There's no sage in that one. It's
Are you sure? Clary sage?
Clary sage. See, when people say sage, you always think of when people say sage, I always think of the varietal Dalmatian sage, which is what you think of when you make a turkey, and it's not that. It's a totally different kind of
that
sage.
Pungent.
Yes, it's not that. It's not a green smell. That one's more like a fresh herbal kind of smell.
Yeah, it's Snake Venom is probably my number one. If I only could wear one from Holly or Whiskey and Hardtack ever again, it's probably going to be Snake Venom. It's great.
Yeah. Yes, Eric.
Yes, but I mean, it would depend on how strong your stash wax is. Yeah. If you're using that on a daily basis, you're going to want to do a strip at least once a week, and I mean of your stash, not I mean, you obviously going to have to strip to get in the shower, but Icebreaker is. And everybody's always thrown off whenever I say this, but I'm going to say this. It's lavender, tea tree, eucalyptus, and peppermint.
Oh, it's so good.
And
it's really good.
People were
And
like,
it's
people
just-
who don't like lavender scents actually like Icebreaker because it's not what you would think of as a lavender scent.
Not at all. I wouldn't have
No,
guessed lavender.
It's lit. I mean, it's the definition of invigoration in a bottle.
So this is Icebreaker. Do you know when you're chewing minty gum and it's cold out and you go, and you feel
Yes.
that cool down your throat? That's it when you smell it
Yeah.
in your nostrils.
But it's, I mean, it's great for if you have a cold, frankly.
Yeah.
Because it will open you up, but it's not going to be a Vicks vapor rub. It's not like that. So
Right. It's more pleasant.
John, I can never out nerd Holly. I could.
it's funny. I have so many things I have to go through the library in my head on, and he's just sitting there cheating with the website like up. It's like if I can't remember everything off the top of my head.
Wow, Ryan's
was
about to finish his 3
3-ounce
bottle.
I remember
ice.
that.
I can't even finish a 1 ounce bottle.
We did the
and
big
Ryan's
boys,
about to finish a 3 ounce.
and I just
That
did a
should be
short
telling you
run of
something.
those, and the Icebreaker ones were the first ones to go, and I think they were gone in like a week.
Wow.
Yeah.
And I was like, whoa.
Yeah.
So
Hey, Wes Y. What's up, Zach?
but yes, the Icebreaker
8-bit.
bar soap, the butters, the oil, that'll all be back in November.
Let me ask you this.
Yes.
I'm going to put you on the spot.
Oh boy.
And afterwards, you're probably going to virtually throw something at me.
Okay.
Any chance that you will bring back the whip butter?
No. No. Because it just is so labor intensive.
I know.
I would have to kill something else in order to be able to do whip butter.
Let me put it this way about Holly's whip butter and why I focus on it, because it's not coming back. I have given away, I don't know, probably a couple $1,000s worth of products. I have no idea. I have only asked for one thing back ever, and it is Holly's whipped butter.
Man,
not only, obviously, I love
throwing it all on the table tonight,
but it doesn't exist. I have one. My tub of it is almost full, so it'll last me a while.
I was gonna say you could probably get some time out of it, but and I understand, like, people are like, oh, it's like a cloud for your beard, and like I get it. It is just so, and it's the same reason Joe from Octane doesn't do them either. It's so labor intensive. It takes several days to do it.
Octane dropped his whip butter.
Yeah. He has
I
a
did
port
not
butter
know
now.
that.
Yeah.
Wow,
it's the same reason.
big.
It takes forever. Forever.
Now, let me follow up with this. I love Whiskey and Hardtack's poured butter. I really do. It's not too heavy. It's not too light. It's very good.
But you'd prefer if it was whipped.
See, I
Only
as
because
much as I
it's
love
so
your
good.
whipped, I'm super excited that you're always gonna have poured. So
Right. I get it.
I mean, I made the joke before, Kyle, and I'll make it again. Like, you could just melt it down and whip it yourself. Like,
I never thought of that.
you could do that. I mean, just make sure you can, have some clean spoons to get it back into the jars. You'll need 2 jars, but you could whip it yourself. Like, just
Could be a good video idea.
Get a hand mixer and, just do it.
Right.
So
Whiskey
Just
and Hardtack on my next to buy list. I will DM you, Holly.
Yep. At Whiskey N Hardtack on Instagram.
Keep it clean, Holly.
I'm trying, Dan. I'm trying, man. I'm trying.
No, but seriously, the poured butter is fantastic. I do. I've always loved it. It's just whipped butter is harder and harder to come by. That's all.
And again, I get why, because it's really labor intensive.
Right.
all right, so we are 34 minutes already into the show.
I know. Can you believe it?
You know what time it is, Holly. We've been talking
time.
about this for days.
It is legit time for this to go down.
This is what sparked you wanting to come back on the show.
We have to throw down.
Yes. So we were talking through our DM chats, and I was telling Holly that this past week was my county's fair. Okay. So with the fair, that it's called the Canfield Fair. It is the biggest fair in Ohio. And I was explaining to Holly, because the only reason why I go to the fair is for the food and to eat and then to leave right after. Literally, I go up and down the food aisles, and then I'm done. I don't need to smell no animals, pet no animals. I don't need to look at tractors that I'm gonna buy. No,
Right.
I already got my food list made. I already know what I'm gonna get, and then I'm always looking for something that is unique. So
We can't fit on most of the rides anyway. So
See,
I tell you what,
here's
I
the
would
thing.
never. I will ride anything at like Cedar Point, and maybe be scared on a couple things. You'll never see me on one of those ratchet ass fair rides.
Because you never know, like, because they're like they just go from town to town, and you're like safety standards. I don't know, man.
Right.
Like,
The kids dragon roller coaster.
right. Oh,
John, I'm going to talk all about that. Yes, John, I will be talking about that because John, for those who don't know, Bloombeard's, he only lives 10 minutes from me. So we've gotten together before.
Yeah.
I know he was at the fair. So yeah, he knows what's up.
So I'm actually jealous because your fair is in the fall. Like technically it's not, I know meteorologically it's not fall. I get that, people, you don't need to like spam me later, but your stuff's in the fall. The fair here is done in the dead of summer, in like the dog days, the worst sticky, dusty heat of summer, like the peak of and there's no trees or anything. It's like in the middle of like a glorified parking lot that
what's up, Steven?
Paved. Yeah. So like it is a hot, dusty affair. It basically smells like deep fried in mayonnaise and sweat.
They do. They do.
It's just like, man, if we had fall fairs, I mean, you get these small festivals and stuff like that, and we'll talk about that, but like the actual fair is like an experience. Like and that's one of the big reasons is you go for the food. Like, what are they deep frying this year? What's the thing that everybody's sticking in the deep fryer that doesn't make any sense?
Yeah.
And like, I'm here for it because I'll try something at least once,
right?
And the weirder, hey.
Do you go
so I'm gonna break down my list on this is the menu that I had when I went to the fair. Okay. So I started off, and I have to, when I go to the fair, I have to start off with this every time. It doesn't matter what's there. I always have to start off with a gyro.
Oh, so you have an order, you have to do these things.
Only the one item has to go first every year.
Okay.
I love a good gyro. Gyro has to be first.
Gyro. Okay. We're American. We call them gyros.
Well, here's the thing, because the moment I say gyro, I'm gonna have all these guys in the chat. It's not pronounced that way.
So when I was in college, I worked at a place that sold gyros, and the owner, Mike, was from Greece. He said, if you're speaking Greek, you pronounce them gyros. But if you're in America, typically they're pronounced gyros. So for me, that was good enough.
Well, okay. All right. Gyros, because I don't want Kyle
anecdotal evidence, anymore. But okay, Kyle.
Yeah. Holly, you could probably tell us like where they originated from, who invented them.
And this is the root word. And then when it went to Latin.
Right.
All right. So anyways, a gyro. Sorry, Kyle.
It's okay.
No onion on it. No, I don't do that. I was
gonna say, what are all the toppings you get on? You don't get the onion, but it's just the meat. Like, lay it out for us.
All right. Well, so you got the nice warm pita bread first and foremost,
have that.
wrapped in the foil, and then you got your lamb meat, then you got your lettuce, you got your tomato. Mm-hmm. Normally you would have onion, but I scrap the raw onion. I don't do raw onion.
Okay.
And then you got your tzatziki sauce.
Boom. All right. I was afraid you were going to skip that part, and then I was going to lose all respect.
Who skips the tzatziki sauce?
There are people out there who skip it.
Well,
just saying.
Yeah.
I wouldn't eat it.
Yeah. It's.
Yeah.
When I smoke and grill like rack of lamb once in a while.
Oh yeah.
And I make my own tzatziki sauce on the side. Tzatziki, when it comes to lamb, you have to have sauce with that. Yeah.
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 Ooh, yeah, that's fire. All right, so that you go and you just make a beeline for the
there's a specific stand, because there's like 10 different stands that have gyros.
Yeah.
No, I specifically go for Nick's gyros, okay?
Okay.
Amazing. That's the best one to get when you're at the
Oh,
fair.
East Side Chris, I want to talk about that because yes, I've seen that too. And I thought that was a
Deep fried
Texas thing.
butter. Wow.
Yes, deep fried butter. I swear I thought it was just in Texas only, but yeah, deep fried butter. I don't know if you guys
this is something. So for the first time in my I'm assuming in my life, I had deep fried ultra spicy turkey leg, life changing.
Wow, that sounds good.
That sounds amazing.
Now,
That sounds like something I would eat 3
the
times
turkey
a week.
legs? Do you guys have like the guys, the vendors?
I've never seen them.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I've never seen them.
Okay,
Never seen what?
The turkey legs.
Turkey leg at a fair.
Oh yeah, we had them.
Okay,
Yeah,
because
did you?
I was going to say they are a regular thing, and you just see guys walking around with these big old turkey legs, just eating them, walking around the the circuit.
Yeah, Ryan, deep fried Oreos are probably the best deep fried food item in my opinion.
Deep fried Oreos,
deep fried food snack. I'll say that.
Yeah,
yeah.
And to be honest, most of the ones that are my favorites on the list are the deep fried ones.
Yes. Yeah.
And I have my own, and I'll share this with you towards the end. I have my own dream item that I wish someone, either I need to go buy one of these vendor carts and do this myself, or like somebody needs to make this happen. But we'll go to the end for that. But deep fried butter was a thing, because I mean, if you can deep fry a Snickers bar, which people do, you can deep fry a stick of butter.
You can deep fry anything.
Wiley tried deep fried butter one time and he was dead for 7 minutes.
But was it heaven? Was it heaven? Let's just talk about this. Was it deep fried buttery heaven?
Doesn't it ooze out in like 10 seconds?
Well, they freeze the stick, just like they freeze the Snickers bars. They freeze the candy before they put it in there. Now, obviously, they don't freeze the Oreos. There's no point.
Okay, gotcha.
Corn dog, fried Oreos, fried Snickers, sausage and peppers, and deep fried Jello shots. Deep fried Jello shots. That's a new one.
Ooh, deep fried.
I've never seen that in my life.
Now, is it like the Jello inside the like batter? You're gonna need to explain.
Yeah, Donald.
Or is it like the batter is mixed with the powdered Jello? Because that would be weird. But I'm gonna need clarification on the Jello shots, sir.
So he mentioned a sausage sandwich. After my gyro, I do go for a good sausage sandwich with peppers and onions on it. I do the onions on it because the onions are cooked.
I was gonna say, is that like the other side of the booth that does the gyros?
No,
yeah, typically.
No.
Typically, it's a separate one.
Well, no, not. See, I have specific places for those two.
Okay, yeah. Joe does this professionally, Kyle. The rest of us are just mere amateurs.
Right. No, if you're gonna do it, you got to do it right. Okay.
Right.
So no, the sausage sandwich comes from a place called DeRusso's Sausage.
Yeah, I remember those.
Yes,
okay.
DeRusso sausage is that's the way to go.
Now,
then I do the peppers and onions on that. Yeah.
Do you stop at the peppers and onions, or do you add extra condiments?
You know what? I've seen people add, sauce onto it and then add cheese on it. I'm not a fan of cheese on it.
Now wait.
I only do the peppers and onions on it.
Now, if you get the fries at the fair, do you do the cheese fries?
Oh yeah. Yes.
Okay.
I like it, but no. I like the.
There's nothing like a bucket of fries the size of your head with like cheese all over it. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. I like the cheese I could take or leave, but I like the homemade marinara.
It's pronounced correctly. We were discussing that earlier, but Kyle insists that we call it gyros while we're in his presence because he made a whole big scene.
I'm just telling you what Mike the owner told me about 15 years ago.
Okay, so they freeze the Jello in the cubes. Okay, all right. See, that makes sense. I was worried that perhaps they were like mixing it into the batter.
I'm not a fan of cheese on it. Never heard that. Yeah.
We lost him. See, you made fun of his cheese not being on his sausage sandwich, and we lost him. That mullet is actually interfering with his Wi-Fi signal. I really think that's the truth.
Oh, that might be it. Yeah.
That's it. It's the mullet just interfering.
Yeah.
That was really, actually that one was my fault. I accidentally clicked out of it. Sorry. I was trying to click on a comment for some reason. I just X'd out of the page.
Yeah, sure.
No, seriously.
We just finished explaining is because Kyle's his.
Yeah, I think Casey's been in here. I think he's just I think he's giving a hard time because I went on a rant on Kyle for correcting me. when technically he's correcting me, knowing that the way he's pronouncing it is technically wrong.
Yes.
I'm just telling you, that's what he told me. And like I said, for me, that was good enough. He's from Greece.
But,
so I was like,
yeah,
all
but
right.
he's saying in America, they'll say gyro, but still, that doesn't make it the correct way to say it.
Doesn't make it right.
The correct pronunciation from what he told me in Greece is pronouncing it gyro. Gyro.
So Kyle, pronunciation, just FYI.
Yeah. All right. Anyways. Yeah.
It's funny. I'm reading all the comments. Everyone says it differently.
Yeah, yeah. But so, Joe, I'm curious. How do you follow up the sausage sandwich? I mean, you just had the. I stop myself every time.
The gyro/gyro.
Every time I want to say Euro, and then I feel like Kyle's going to give me the stare of death up there.
However we say it, it's going to hurt somebody's feelings.
It's going to hurt somebody's feelings. So your Euro, after you have your Euro.
I'm going to just say gyro because that's how I normally say it. We're going to stick with
gyro.
You go to the sausage. You follow it up with the sausage. Now, is there a pause in between, or are you just like, I'm in it to win?
Just his walk from the trailer to trailer. That's all.
Really?
That's my guess.
So after this, then usually I'm looking for a good lemonade shake up.
Okay, now explain to the folks in the chat what a lemonade shake up is.
It's literally a whole bunch of water, some fresh lemon, and a whole crap ton of sugar.
Yes.
Shaken up, and you just hope that they shake it up just enough. Because
otherwise there's that thick layer of sugar.
As soon as you take that first slurp, you're getting you're just crunching on sugar.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like they have to really work the shaker, and the shaker
it has to be bar rescue bartender like they have to be
yeah.
Like they
it's not like a professional shaker. It's just the glorified cups that they've shoved together. That
tons of sugar with a drop of lemon and water.
Yeah.
Yes.
See, I love the lemonade at fairs. I still love, for whatever reason, in the blue Pepsi cup, the Pepsi or Mountain Dew at fairs is so good.
They make an orange shake-up version of the lemon shake-ups. There's an orange version too, which is actually really good. So it's like orangeade. But oh my, seriously?
Every time we offend him, he just leaves.
He's like, no, man. He goes, lemons are good, but oranges, I'm just out. I'm just out. The heck with you guys. Screw you guys. I'm going home.
When you're on your way to the fair, Holly, what is your go-to? Like, are you like, oh, I'm going to look for this?
To be honest, I'm looking for cheese fries first off.
Cheese fries, okay.
So every time I try to click on somebody's comment to highlight it, it literally boots me out of StreamYard.
Wow.
So I'm not going to highlight any more comments. All right.
That's fine.
Kyle, it's all on you because I don't know what's going on my end tonight.
Hard to argue with Tyson on this one. The homemade corn dog is really good at the fair.
It's a staple. Yeah. As a matter of fact, dude, check this out. So we went with my buddy and his girlfriend. His girlfriend got a corn dog. And she's in her late 20s, maybe early 30s. That was her first time ever having a corn dog.
What?
Really?
Right? Yes.
Wow.
Now, did you make
all three of us just stood around her and watched her take her first bite?
That's a little creepy, but okay. Yeah. I mean, I can understand the fascination.
Corn dogs are even good frozen when you air fry them. It was
pretty amazing. We couldn't believe it.
I mean, a freshly made, just right there, they dip it into the cornmeal and fry it. Corn dog is something else. Now, what do you put on yours?
What, on a corn dog?
Yeah.
Ketchup.
Nothing on it. You dip mustard and ketchup.
Yeah.
Well, I know some people like to get fancy and do the little swirls of their ketchup or whatever and mustard or whatever.
That's what my wife does. That's what my wife does.
That's like who people put ketchup on their fries. I'm like, why do you want it hot?
Yeah, I do need the ketchup on the side.
It's not meatloaf. Yeah, on the side.
Now, the cheese, I'm going to pour all over.
Oh, ketchup on meatloaf is the worst. Yeah.
Right, but it's warmed up ketchup. Nick, I'm with you, man. Mustard, I've become more of a fan of. I could roll with a corn dog just mustard too.
Yeah. I like a good spicy brown mustard for a corn dog.
Yeah, spicy brown mustard is the way they go. There's the regular Heinz mustard doesn't cut it for me. So you go right from sausage sandwich to the lemonade shake up. So you haven't had any liquid until that point?
Right. Yeah.
Whoa,
I
seriously?
know. So after that, here's where I made the rookie mistake. I got so excited because I found a stand and it was deep fried moon pies.
Oh,
For those who don't know what a moon pie is, and like an
ooh.
oatmeal cream pie.
It's sort of like that, but
Wow.
it's dipped and coated in typically chocolate.
Yeah. So I got
Ooh.
a deep fried moon pie. That was
Right
my rookie
after?
move because I got that a little too early into my destination.
I was gonna say because you thought I think Casey said the lemonade shake-up was the pancreas killer. No, it's the deep fried moon pie.
Yeah.
Oh man.
But to be honest, I bet you that was actually pretty good. Like the texture was definitely more soft than you would have gotten with a regular moon pie because those tend to be just a little bit too stale. Like when you get the deep fried Oreos, those, they're crispy on the outside, but they're almost gooey on the inside, for lack of a better term. So yeah.
So let me ask you guys this, because Joe and I were talking about this over the weekend or whenever it was. It might just be because I was a kid at the time, but to me, fair food has gone downhill, and it is insane expensive.
Oh, you're a captive audience. You're going to pay captive audience prices.
Yeah.
I mean, when my wife and I used to go, like before we have kids, we both eat, I don't know about as much as Joe, but similar. And I mean, I dropped
Joe's
$50.
not done his list yet.
Oh yeah, no, is there more?
Dude, I sent you my list and you responded with "Well done, sir."
I know. I don't remember. I didn't memorize it though. I thought the moon pie was last.
No, I told you I made a rookie mistake and I went right for it because I knew I wasn't going to pass it again.
That's right. Go ahead.
Yeah. Well, because you interrupt and then you lose things.
I'm just adding to the story.
Well,
he's doing the color commentary. I don't know. I think I have to know, is the rest of your list deep fried?
No. Wait. Really? Well, does it count if I snacked on whatever my wife got as well? Because she got some deep fried Oreos. I think you got
those
like 5 of them, and I had 2 of them. So yeah.
Okay, that counts, and yes, it's still deep fried. So yeah.
Yes. All right.
Now
Logan
they
made a
did
really
put
good
the
point.
Powdered sugar on them, right? Because you can't really do that. Yeah, exactly. When you're a kid, like you just got the parent bankroll going on.
Right. Yeah. All right. So after I snacked on 2 out of the 5 deep fried Oreos,
after the moon pie, I'm trying to think what else I got. We got our second lemonade shake up at that point. And then we came across the smoked mac and cheese topped with smoked barbecue pulled pork in a plastic cup. What?
It was like a smoked barbecue parfait.
What?
Yes.
Like, was the cup clear or was it like
it was clear? It was like a parfait. Seriously? It was like a parfait of smoked goodness.
Wow.
Now, I saw John from Bloombeard said it was disappointing. So let's hear about that.
It was a little bland. The mac and cheese was a little bland,
really?
but it was. I mean, it wasn't the worst. It wasn't the worst. The pulled pork was pretty good. It wasn't too bad. I've become such a barbecue snob that I feel like it's hard for me to enjoy a lot of good barbecue because I'm so nitpicky on it now.
Yeah, exactly. Once you've had like good barbecue, now when you get like mediocre barbecue, you're offended. Like, this pig died for your mediocre barbecue skills.
Yeah.
I want to talk about this because first of all, deep fried bacon sounds amazing, and I have to know, Ellie, if you're going to share, was it a savory batter or did you guys go with like a sweet batter on that? And when you have the time to specify, but this kind of falls into something I've wanted to do. And fairs are and carnivals are sort of famous for like, what kind of over the top thing can we with a cup of pork? That's funny. What kind of over the top thing can we make? and have people just line up to try, like the deep fried butter. And
Right.
when they first started doing deep fried candy bars, I remember that was the whole rage. Like, whoa.
Do you remember deep fried? Would you remember when deep fried Kool-Aid started?
What?
Dude. So
Deep fried Kool-Aid.
I never had that, but did you? Okay, getting slightly off track. But did you know that there was a fair recently that had Kool-Aid Pickles?
No.
Kool-Aid Pickles.
Never heard of it.
I'm just like, whoa. Like, do you put Kool-Aid in the brine and just like, so they were colored? It's just weird. Kool-Aid Pickles. And yeah, the corn, the elotes, but that a lot of the Midwest does is just the corn on the stick that with Parmesan or something like that. It's not exactly the same, but they're good too. Yeah, the corn on the stick is good. I mean, I like corn in general, so yeah.
Same.
But deep fried Kool-Aid is mysterious as dry shampoo. Scott John bringing in the fire at the low is like, I'm gonna just slip that one in there.
Yeah.
But here's
Camo said he's a fan of donut burgers. I've been seeing.
Well, okay, so this is relevant. So this is what I want to say. Now, this is regional, so I apologize for anybody who's just going to go or something like that. Scrapple. All right, I know everybody's probably heard of Scrapple at least once in their life, and they're probably gonna be like, eh. But I grew up.
Did you say like Scrabble, the board game?
Scrapple.
Oh, Scrapple.
Scrapple.
Okay.
It is basically an Amish meatloaf, for lack of a better term. It's everything but the oink, and it's pulverized and cooked with spices and cornmeal, and it comes in this big gray loaf. And you literally just slice off slices and fry them, and you serve them fried. And most people have them like, instead of breakfast sausage, they put Scrapple. So bacon, egg, and Scrapple, or instead of bacon, egg, and sausage, that kind of stuff. So this is what I want to see happen. And if I can't get someone else to make this happen, I'm going to try to come up. Yeah, I'm going to try to come up with this myself. I want to take Scrapple, an egg, fried egg, cheese, cream cheese, spices, between two pieces of like cut open Krispy Kreme donut that you then freeze, and right at the time people order it, you put it in batter and deep fry it. So you put it in the funnel cake batter, so it gets to get a little bit of sweet to go with that, with your savory and sweet, and then you like flash fry it, and serve it hot that way. Like you
ruined Donald's night. He says,
dude, Donald, you just substitute whatever meat you want, but I'm going with Scrapple because it's an extreme meat. And if you're going to make an extreme sandwich, you need an extreme meat.
And Scrapple is that extreme meat, huh?
It's everything but the oink. I'm just saying.
Yeah. This is what gets me. Murphy, he's like, paid $12 for a Pepsi and a hot dog. It's so like,
it's
you
ridiculous.
could go out for a legitimate steak dinner for what you pay. It's just so crazy. Joe, how much did you guys drop between the two? You $60? That's my guess,
easy.
at least.
Almost because we got some stuff to take home too, about $80.
I was gonna say, yeah.
Wow, yeah, that's a hot date. I mean, literally, because the food's hot. But
we got a couple huge bags, like huge, of kettle corn to take home. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's good. Yeah,
well, yeah, because you always have to bring something home, be it kettle corn or fairy floss or whatever people call it.
Elephant ear, funnel cake.
You have to take something, but don't bring circus peanuts because those are disgusting.
No.
But yeah, you could do. You know what? If you wanted to do Spam instead of Scrapple, you need an extreme meat though. You need
Never
something
had Spam.
Yeah, you need something else. I don't do Spam, but I do Scrapple. But like, I grew up in the hometown of Scrapple. Like, there was no way to not do Scrapple. Scrapple was everywhere.
Black
Scrapple
Angus with some Wagyu bull.
Okay. Everything you said, but with bacon instead of Scrapple. You could do that. I didn't see if Ellie specified, like, if it was a I'm just saying, if it was a sweet batter or or a savory batter for the battered, because I have
Oh,
to
she
pancake
said
batter. Pancake
pancake
batter.
batter.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Which can kind of go either way. Yeah. Pancake batter.
Oh, that's
John,
good.
I did not do the Molnar cinnamon roll. I did not. For sure.
Dude. I'm disappointed.
That I didn't do the cinnamon roll.
Yeah. I mean, you did everything else.
Look, I wanted to be able to make it for a few more streams in my life. I had to cut it off somewhere.
I had to draw the line at the deep fried
because
Butter.
that smoked parfait of
that alone, I probably would have taken 2 days to eat. Easy.
Oh, it was a struggle. It was a struggle. I mean,
I did it. It was a struggle, but I made it through.
It was a struggle. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But you don't do any. But like, here's where I'm confused. You don't do any of like the livestock things. You don't like even walk through them or like go, hey, I'm glad I'm not a farmer or like anything like that. You don't even go look.
No, I didn't need to.
You didn't need to?
No, we literally, me, my wife, and then the couple we went with, we were just, all four of us were on a mission to just take our time with the food, and that was it. Because even by doing that, going up and down the food aisles, we were still there for like 2 hours.
Oh, easy.
So,
Now, did you do any of the games that were interspersed in between on the midway?
No,
you don't do any of the games?
No. I'll save all that in the future for kids and stuff, but I don't need to blow money on that now.
No, see, here's the thing. Like, even with kids, like my kids have watched too many Mark Rober videos. They know that all the games are a scam. So, like, Mark Rober's put out all those videos on YouTube about, here's how you would beat this or here's. So anyway, but yeah. So now they kind of look at it and are like, I'd rather go ride such and such a ride again, that kind of thing. Like, we don't need any more crap in the house. Oh, Chris finally makes it. Well, just roll up a 10. Like, like nobody's been waiting for you this whole time. I see how it is. It's all right. Whatever. Yeah, but you don't watch yet. Like Donald said, you don't watch the pig races. You don't watch any of that stuff. You don't like get involved.
No, there's no pig races. I would have done the night that we went. They had their destruction, the derby.
The demolition derby.
Demolition derby, yeah.
Those are fun. Those are really fun.
I'll tell you what. I never in a million years, because I'm a city boy, okay. But I tell you what, I never in a million years would have thought that I would have gotten so excited watching tractor pulls. That was exciting.
Yeah,
I got into it.
Yeah, I was the girl who, I was telling somebody earlier today, it's like, as a child, I don't know if I ever wore shoes until I went to school. Like, I was just barefoot, dirt bombs, I was a small terror and, out with all the animals kind of thing. So, yeah. When you can eat them instead, you could do both. He could have been having his smoked pork and mac and cheese while watching the piggies race and going, in a couple years, you're going to taste delicious.
Well, all the people watching me go from stand to stand, they were watching a piggy race, that's for sure.
Oh,
so why watch a pig race when you can be the pig race?
Was anybody putting action on what you were going to buy next?
There he is. That's funny. That's the guy.
He always starts with the Euros.
Yeah.
I was going to say the over-under on whether or not you were going to go to the moon pie. Probably somebody lost his week's pay that week because, you went to the wrong booth.
Right. Yeah. Oh, man. I tell you what, there's one stand that we passed on though that I really regret. There's just like all different sorts of loaded fries and stuff, and man, some of that stuff looks so good.
You passed loaded fries?
That's Holly's go-to.
Shady things for loaded fries.
They had loaded gyro fries that looked really good.
Oh, you passed that up? I'm really disappointed.
Holly, I just told you how much food I had in me.
Yeah, well, you know what? If you want to be a professional at this, You need to work up your tolerances. Like,
All right.
I'm sorry, but I'm disappointed because loaded fries. See, when I go to these places, I actually want to get a lay of the land first. First of all, you don't go starving because then you're going to stop and then you're going to regret it later because all the best stuff is like interspersed. You don't want to go to like the first thing you get to unless you know like a favorite.
No, I definitely ate because actually I was talking about those lamb shanks earlier. I actually had I made those lamb shanks a couple nights before we went, and I had a couple left. So I ate a couple of those for lunch.
Yeah, there's a strategy. I like to go all the way around the midway.
Yeah, you have to expand your stomach a little bit. You can't go overboard on a lunch, but you have to put something in your stomach to expand it a little bit. Because if you notice, if you go like all day without eating, you get to a point where like you feel like you're not even hungry, but that's really your stomach begging you to put something in it. And then that's how you get full really fast.
Well, all I'm saying is if I had known, like if I did the circuit and I saw the loaded fries vendor, that would be the first place I would go. Especially with like the different options.
So since you're a loaded fries fan, we talking just fries and cheese, or what's your ideal?
Oh man, it depends on my mood. Like sometimes pizza fries sound great. You know what I mean? Like every so often, but like sometimes nacho fries. Yeah,
Wait a minute. What? Tell me this isn't real.
Peanut butter is gross. We may have found the second person on planet Earth who doesn't like peanut butter.
No. Not allergic. Emo was saying something about the NBA game.
Did you guys know that the video game NBA Jam was rigged against the Bulls? If you were using the Pistons and it was a close game with the Bulls would never win.
I did not know that. I loved NBA Jam, but I did not know that.
No.
I'm going to have to verify this. Independently verify it.
Yeah. We got in a heated conversation with Emo through Instagram DM over a LeBron James story that I put up.
I
tell you what, I offended people putting up that story.
Wow. Well, I mean, people have strong feelings.
Because LeBron James, not Michael Jordan, the greatest basketball player of all time.
Now,
absolutely.
I'll say it for Kyle. Gyro. Yeah. I can't even say it wrong for you, right? Gyro. I had a French fry gyro at a Greek restaurant once, and it was amazing. Like you didn't even like miss the lamb. It was that good. They put like literally every topping in the place on it.
Wow.
And I'm with you, Joe. I don't do the raw onions. Cooked onions, fried onions, I'm great.
Did you ever watch the show Carnival Eats?
No.
Someone mentioned Logan or someone mentioned it earlier.
It's always on not the Food Network, but the cooking channel because it doesn't air new episodes anymore.
Don't have cable.
Oh.
So if it's not over the air or like something I can stream from someplace,
It's probably on Discovery Plus by chance if you have that.
Okay. Another app for me to download. Like, good God, it's become cable all over again. I gotta subscribe to every channel now if I want to see something.
It's true. It's not any cheaper. People are like, I don't stream cable, but I have Netflix, Hulu, Apple TV. I'm like, okay, so you pay more than what you would pay for cable.
Of course, we have kids, so we have Disney Plus, and that's the only way you can get the Marvel stuff anymore. But yeah.
Right.
But onions, I love me some onion rings. I'm gonna talk about battered, deep fried goodness right there.
Yeah.
Good, or even the bloomin' onions. I do those too.
Yeah, those are earlier.
Those
yeah.
And I like it. There's this place here that makes a horseradish dipping sauce that is amazing.
Like Arby's.
It's better than Arby's, but like
Yeah.
that kind of idea. And it's really good. And you know what I like to do is sweet potato fries are excellent with the horsey sauce type thing. I swear to God. Like
I don't like sweet potatoes.
See, you know what? That's what's wrong with you, Joe. All these years I've been trying to figure it out, and there it is. You don't like.
I don't prefer them, but I would eat them.
If that's the worst, if that's the worst thing about me, I'm doing okay then. No, I don't. I don't do sweet potatoes. So yeah, I don't do sweet potatoes. It's just.
Well, see, have you ever had sweet potato fries? Because it's not
Yeah.
like, okay. I was
No,
gonna say, because
not a
everybody
fan.
thinks of sweet potatoes, they think of those sad syrupy things that they serve
Mhm.
at Thanksgiving, and that's
Yeah.
not sweet potatoes. Like,
No,
those cheeses
yeah,
are
I'm not a
delicious.
huge fan of the fries either. No.
Okay.
No.
All right. I'm just checking. But you never had them with horseradish sauce, so maybe
No.
that'll change.
But I tell you what, when you have a good prime rib, you have to have a horseradish sauce.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. I like it on any kind of beef, to be perfectly honest. Beef, fries.
You know what I
see it being-
do is when I get Arby's, I'll get mozzarella sticks. I love dipping mozzarella sticks in the horsey sauce.
Okay. I haven't had Arby's in like 1,000 years at this point, but I have to know something because someone told me a vicious rumor and I need to know, did they get rid of their tater cakes?
Oh, the potato cakes. They only serve it for breakfast now. It is repulsive.
Never had them.
I've like,
As a matter of fact, since they've told me that, I have not been back there since. I actually prefer the potato cakes over the curly fries.
yeah, no, the curly fries are trash. I'm sorry.
I mean, I wouldn't say they're trash.
No, they're
I mean, I like them, but
they're trash.
Arby's is rough, man. If I eat
Hold
Arby's,
on,
I pay
sorry,
for it
man.
the next 2 days.
Arby's,
Yeah.
you know what's funny is I was telling my friend,
I worked at 5 different Arby's in my life.
The really?
Yeah. I started in college and we had an Arby's that was on campus.
Oh my god.
I went home for the summer and worked at an Arby's that was by my parents' house. And then I worked at, when I moved into my apartment, I worked at an Arby's close to my apartment and still at the one at school at the same time. And then when they wanted to do some remodeling, they transferred me to another Arby's in a different city. So
wow.
yeah.
There aren't good Arby's here. Because you know when a place is just sort of like, you know, they're not
Good point,
good
Ross.
Arby's here. But the
Nick, you had the meats.
I had the meats.
Yeah.
I started getting the shaved roast beef at the deli, so I could try to make, you know, basically my own faux beef and cheddars, because I love the beef and cheddars, but they're nothing like they were before.
Well, one of the suburbs cities around me, Boardman, Ohio, hosted the very first Arby's in the United States.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
Yeah.
No Roy Rogers around here, Donald.
No,
you know what?
never
They
had
had, like, I think Roy Rogers and Hardee's are owned by the same people. I think it is. But there is, you know, we've never like been there, but
hey, what's up, Mike? Thanks for
Hey, Mike.
hopping in, man.
you know what? Don had a place. They didn't have Arby's. They had a thing called, I think it was called Racks. But it was like an Arby's, but it was just called Racks. And I think I'm remembering the name incorrectly, but whatever it was they served roast beef sandwiches like that. But I made faux beef and cheddars. We got the onion rolls, and I took the beef and I actually put it in like a steamer, like you would, like a steamer basket, just to like warm it up and not like make it, you know, overcooked or anything. And then I made my own horsey sauce and my own Arby's sauce and get the cheese. And I mean, it wasn't exactly the same, but it was close enough, you know. With if you get the sauce ratio right, you can like even like feel like you're getting there.
I feel like you're in the same ballpark.
Yeah. You feel like you're in the same ballpark. Racks.
So
Yes, that's how it's spelled.
so here's how the Arby's beef comes. So it comes in when the truck comes, got stacks of boxes, and in each box it's separated with dividers, and there's 4 huge, like 6-pound blocks of just beef. That's what it is. So yeah, so
Beef.
Right, beef. So then they have to get like defrosted for like a long period of time, and then you get it up on the deli slicer, and there you go.
You're just getting these seasoned beef logs, is basically what you're telling me.
Oh, I mean, not even seasoned.
Really?
It's just a big, and it's such an ugly color, like unappetizing.
Yeah,
I'd
like imagine.
I mean, you could tell when you look at the beef, it's just like it's like a dark grayish brown
Oh, okay.
piece
Okay.
of block of meat. Yeah. Yeah. But when you slice it up and you put it in between two buns, pretty damn good.
I was gonna say that I think I'll stick with what I was doing.
I'll
to
tell you
look
what,
around
though.
it.
Funny we
Okay.
mentioned this. Two things. Mike said he got like a turkey bacon. Their turkey sandwiches are solid. Also,
Really?
for
See,
$3 a piece, their
I'm so old
gyros or however you're pronouncing them are really
that
good.
I remember when they just had beef and they just had potato cakes. You couldn't get any kind of regular fries. Like nothing. Like they didn't even, I think, have shakes
Green meat.
at the time. Like there was just beef sandwiches and tater cakes. That was it. Green meat. Oh,
Yeah.
Those gyros are fire. Joey Sparks. Yeah.
I love how
Arby's gyros
Sober
aren't bad.
Chef Eric said beef.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, actually, we were talking when I was at the barber. We were actually they were talking about the gyros at Arby's. They're not bad whatsoever.
No, they're
Really?
not. Especially when they're 3 for $6
No.
or 2 for $6.
So when they first came out with the gyros, what they did was you either got a turkey gyro or it was a roast beef gyro. And what they did was they had a gyro seasoning. And what you would do is you would just season the roast beef and it would literally make it taste kind of like lamb meat.
Wow.
So now they upgraded it a little bit where you can still get the roast beef, but now you can get their lamb meat as well.
Russ, you're right. The Jamocha shakes, because those, I have to admit, the Jamocha shakes are pretty damn
That's
good.
what I hear.
They are.
My wife.
They have when they have it, it's seasonal, of course, but their mint chocolate shake is way better than the Shamrock shakes from McDonald's.
I don't like the Shamrock shakes at McDonald's. I think they
hurt my
taste
stomach.
gross.
And their orange creamsicle shake is amazing.
I didn't know
Arby's has some good shakes.
The Jamocha shakes, yes, I remember that now.
Yeah.
And those, yeah, they're
Chicken
really good.
waffle sandwich. That sounds good.
Who? Oh, a chicken and waffles. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Allie knows
Arby's
what's
has
up.
jalapeno
that
bites
Bronco
now?
berry sauce is
I've had
out of
those.
this
They're good.
world. Yeah.
Like, it's been so long. She's saying things. I'm like, are they really? Is she just putting me on? Or are they really making these things?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. The jalapeno bites are good.
Yeah.
And the fact that they have mozzarella sticks now, when the hell did that happen?
Oh, they've had that for a while.
I've had that for a while.
Yeah.
They
used to have these loaded potato bites. It was like deep fried like potato with cheese and bacon in it, and then it came with like this like some kind of ranch dipping sauce that was unbelievable. And then they got rid of it, and I was devastated. It was my favorite thing off the menu.
I was devastated.
I was absolutely devastated.
Took
I'm
me weeks to
devastated by the
recover.
tater cakes.
Yeah, I haven't
Tater
recovered.
cakes are like the best.
Yeah.
That's funny.
So, yeah.
Heading out, fellas. Have a good night. See you, Casey.
I have not talked wrestling tonight. I have not.
Not yet.
It's been all about whiskey and hardtack and food, which is typical.
I was gonna say, which is not out of line.
No.
I mean, it all started with the grilled cheese talk. So yeah. The potato bites, super tank munchy food. The potato bites were great, but you had to wait a good 20 minutes before you could eat them because the inside was pure lava. Like you literally would just bite into it, then scream, and like your tongue would be like half off and bleeding if you bit into them too soon.
I've done that. I've done that so many times, and like I'll literally like I'll just like my wife literally warns me like she's like Joe, will you not take a bite out of it? Literally 5 seconds later, oh my god! And like I'm sitting like tears kind of running down my face, and Steph's just like, "You're a freaking moron! I told you not to do it."
That's like trying to eat pizza.
She's like, "You're about to be 33 years old, and I still have to tell you not to do this."
Like when you take pizza rolls out of the oven, you can't just take a bite out of them. You will literally
at least 8 minutes. At least 8 minutes.
Yeah.
No,
you gotta wait.
No, pizza rolls are the most catastrophic, devastating foods you can eat.
God, that was.
But everybody knows what they are.
Sorry for Joe. Sorry for your devastating loss.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
You just said that so you're like, I was devastated.
I was devastated. They got rid of the loaded potato bites, and I couldn't.
We do not have a GoFundMe or a PayPal, but if you would like to help out in my recovery of this, shameless plug, we do sell merch now. If you're interested in helping out the channel and helping me recover from this devastating loss, you can maybe purchase a hat or a shirt or both. It would really help a lot
to get over this devastation.
Yeah.
Pizza rolls
or
are lava filled
to help
pockets
him
of
out
pain.
with his devastation, you could use Beard Talk 15 tomorrow afternoon to try out the new whiskey and hardtack Sweetwater conditioner
Exactly.
that's coming out.
For
so
sure.
You could get it before everybody.
We don't have Rubios. Never heard of Rubio. The only Rubio
Never
I know
heard
is
of
Margot Rubio.
Chipotle, we've got Chipotle. I think everybody's got Chipotle.
It's either Chipotle, Qdoba, or Hot Head burritos. And
there's that Moe's place too, I think.
Oh yeah. Welcome to Moe's. Yeah.
I don't like Moe's.
Yeah.
I like Chipotle, but to be honest,
I love Chipotle.
Like we live in an area that has like so many actual authentic restaurants that serve like the good stuff that Chipotle is just sort of like, you know, it's like wanting a burger and you go to McDonald's. You don't go to McDonald's because you want a burger, you know,
right? Because it's quick and cheap.
Exactly. But not that Chipotle is cheap, but like it's usually like super quick and you can grab the takeout that way. But
right.
Yeah.
If I want to get like a good, you know, good set of chimichangas or taquitos or something like that, like I'm not gonna go to freaking Chipotle, you know.
Disney, I have seen the Matrix trailer, but in all honesty, I've only watched the first Matrix, and that was literally
what? Hold up, what?
I've
You've only watched one Matrix movie?
Yes, and it was when it came. It is when it came out in the movie theater.
I've never seen it.
I haven't watched it since.
You've never? Well, why do I talk to you guys? I swear to God, like you're not gonna get half my jokes. I don't. I can't.
What? Hold on. I almost want to hear this real quick while we're talking. I think Zach said Chipotle kicked him out. What happened?
Wait a minute. Wait, what?
I was gonna say Zach is like the nicest guy we've ever talked to.
Like Chipotle or Moe's, one or the other.
Maybe it was Moe's. Maybe he was upset he wasn't welcomed loud enough. I don't know.
I haven't seen any Matrix movies, and I would watch them. I'm just not interested.
Okay, so here's a question: Are you guys?
I do like movies. Honestly, I don't know. I mean, I'll watch them. I'll watch. I don't have nothing against them.
Donald, I want to address Donald Long's comment. I'm sorry, but we need to talk about some of the best ex-cons out there cooking the best hash browns you have ever had in your life.
Waffle House is good.
Waffle House is fire. Yeah. I'd eat there all the time, and you can because they're open 24/7. Right. But like seriously, best hash browns.
See, ever. Don hasn't seen any Matrix movies.
And I'm married to you,
right,
bro?
Yeah.
Get out. Pack your stuff. I'll be up later.
I'll give you time.
Yeah, I'll give you a 5-minute head start.
Hold on. Chipotle kicked me out. 30 people deep in line. I'm sitting there eating, minding my own business, and after I'm halfway done, they tell me, "Excuse me, our dining room is closed." Wow.
You
got 3 wows.
That's impressive. I'm so sorry.
Don said he's not watching it for a matrix of reasons.
Well, Zach, as a gentleman who's worked in many different places that have to do with food, going there within a half hour of closing, I'm going to say that's on you, bud.
Yeah, but a half hour of closing at Chipotle? I mean, you know, people.
I'm kidding.
Like seriously, if there's still people.
No, at a Chipotle, no, that's fine. I mean,
yeah,
that's crazy.
But
our Chipotle is so nice.
He was pissed. Yeah, no, I'm just messing with you. No, it's
Waffle House or Huddle House. 30 people in line. It was lunch.
I got so incensed and distracted by Donald Long's comments about Waffle House, and I had to, burst in here. I need to know, Kyle and Joe, do either of you eat grits?
I've had them like twice, but yeah, they were good.
Joe?
Not on the regular, but I have.
Not on the regular at all.
Yeah.
If you were to eat them, what toppings would you put on them?
Oh, I've had them twice. Like I don't know anything about them to answer that. I would try anything.
I don't know. I've only had shrimp and grits maybe like twice.
Okay, so that's more of a savory thing because again, going back to the whole savory breakfast conversation, if I'm going to have grits, it's like butter, salt, pepper, or cheese.
Yo, what's up, Suasana?
Cheddar grits are good.
Hey, FedEx. I mean, Suasana.
But no sugar. See, no sugar. You don't put sugar on your grits.
No sugar on your
bacon.
grits.
Yes, bacon cheddar grits. Oh,
Salt, pepper, and butter. Wow. Okay.
yeah, salt, pepper, and butter is usually the
cheese
go-to.
or sugar on grit. Wow. Okay.
No sugar. Good. Like, no. I mean, I'm glad you didn't say cheese and sugar because, but
yeah, cheesy grit. Like I've had like cheesy, shrimp and grits basically.
Yeah. Cheesy grits are like, oh yeah.
Cheddar grits.
Yeah, there you go, Eric. Shrimp and cheddar grits.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bacon is always the correct answer.
We miss you, Suasana.
Yeah.
But I mean, what's your typical breakfast?
A bottle of cold water.
That's it?
Not a breakfast eater, unless I'm at a hotel, because hotel breakfast is the best.
Yeah.
You either, Joe?
What? The continental breakfast is the best?
Right. The miniature white powder donuts and stale coffee. That's the best.
I can't even look. I can't.
If you're lucky, you'll get a couple other pastries, like the lemon-filled pastries.
Right. Nick,
yeah,
thank you, man. We're 100% us every week. Breakfast equals coffee. Cleveland Rob's chiming in.
No, see, I have to have like I don't want to say a full breakfast, but I have to have breakfast. Dinner,
polar opposite.
I'll have like a bigger breakfast on the weekend.
I'm a cheap dinner date. Let me just say that.
I'll have like a bigger. See, I like breakfast more. I like breakfast better for dinner than I do for breakfast.
That's respectable. Yeah, you can do a Brenner.
So here's my ideal breakfast. Okay, yeah, sunny side up egg, 2 sunny side up eggs.
I see you, Dan.
Salt and pepper on them. You got some slices of rye toast with butter. Not on both sides.
Just the one side.
Just the one side. A couple slices of thick cut bacon, preferably peppered. And you ready for this?
You
ready for this?
Hit me.
You got to do the country fried steak.
Oh man!
Wow!
Country fried steak, sunny side up eggs. Toast,
you'll regret it the rest of the day, but it's good.
Probably hash browns as well, and I'm set. Am I regretting it afterwards? Absolutely.
Yes.
But I do it.
What do you drink with that? What do you drink with that? Do you go with the OJ? Do you go with
Sunday
the OJ?
breakfast? Yeah.
Look at Chris. Bag of Skittles and a Mountain Dew. I'm old and I need the energy. That's funny, man. That's funny. Nick, thank you for the kind words, brother. We really appreciate it, man.
Oh yeah,
Dan was talking smack.
I took a 1
Dan
hour.
Dan said you had to have had a lot of caffeine. I'm exhausted. I'll be honest.
No, Don. I was so exhausted at about like 1 o'clock. I just crashed.
Yeah, country fried
nap,
steak
I feel
is from the
terrible
gods.
the rest of the day.
Absolutely.
So
and I'm with Dan. I hate naps. Every time I take a nap, I wake up feeling like absolute crap.
Me too.
I do, and I feel like the rest of my day is ruined. I don't even bother. I don't. Yeah.
I don't have. I usually can't nap, but if, like I said, this whole week the schedules have been messed up with the kids going back to school and everything around that, so that my internal clock is completely shot.
Yeah.
And
Nick, we have what people call a little bit of a weight problem. All that.
Hey, Don, I know that you're still watching. I need you to look at your messages because I have an issue.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
I just got the critical battery alert out of nowhere.
What does that mean?
That means like I might just be like Joe and just disappear randomly.
Oh, for your laptop. Okay.
Yeah, it usually lasts a good couple hours, even with streaming. And for some reason, it just like randomly just popped up and said, "The heck with you, lady. We're done here." So I sent my support team a message.
Yeah, Turtle. Every time I take a nap, I always wake up like really hot. It's weird. I'm right there with you, man.
It's probably like partially a mom thing, having had like infants and you just need to get sleep whenever you can get sleep.
Yeah.
And partially just, I will just crash. Now, sometimes I will lay there and just stare at the pillow
Chris,
because my mind is going through a list of everything I still need to do during the day. And so I can't actually sleep, but I will rest. So
Chris
Later,
says, I call my naps comas. I usually sit in my chair, lean back, and it's 4 hours later. Chris, we know, we've seen your videos. No, I'm just joking, man. I'm just messing with you, man.
Later,
gonna
Eric.
say,
Be good, buddy.
going back to the breakfast thing, I have to have like a good solid breakfast or else I'm just a hangry Holly for like the rest of the day. Like I need to have a solid breakfast, and it doesn't have to be a chicken fried steak and half a cow and, you know, like 6 pieces of toast or something like that. But it needs to be, you know, solid protein and, you know, a bunch of, you know, carbohydrates to go with it. And I always have, and, you know, to make Dan laugh even harder, I always have a half calf for breakfast. But Don just saved me. So hang on a second. Let me get this.
Man, I
in
forgot
here.
my water.
You forgot it? We're good. We're saved.
Yeah, downstairs.
The man saved
Kyle
me
may
as per
pass out on
usual.
stream.
Don, thank you so much, man.
Just he said no problem
Yeah.
from the distance. He's so supportive. You guys don't know the stuff he puts up with. You really don't.
He's the.
Oh, we can only imagine.
You can only imagine.
Yeah.
You're like, I got this great idea. And we're like, no more great ideas. Because I'm still dealing with your last great idea. Yeah, about
5 hours. Yeah.
That was actually Tuesday. Tuesday, I was done at 5. I was just sitting on the couch with our youngest, and I was like, dude, I'm so tired. And I started to nod off right as he turned on some YouTube video with like a Minecraft screaming exercise or something. That woke me up. That was definitely a thing. But yeah, if I don't have a good breakfast, I'm just done. I mean, I won't function past 9 o'clock in the morning. It just won't happen.
Yeah.
It's in everybody's best interest, including
Maybe I'm just tired and like lazy in the morning because whenever my wife makes breakfast, I always eat it and I'm fine. But I never make breakfast. Never.
Ever? Like ever? Not even on the weekends?
Basically, no.
Really?
Basically. I mean, sometimes, but
yeah.
Some cold water.
When I had my surgery last year, my oldest made a comment which is burned into my brain because it was so hilarious. She was asking about something and I had some follow-up, and she was like when to bring Kyle water. He would.
We're only like 6 hours apart.
Yeah, he would.
Is Melissa sleeping already?
Oh gosh, yeah.
I was gonna say, like,
I was gonna say,
dude, you know what you should
tired.
do? You should call her while you're live on stream and ask her to bring you some water.
While she won't answer. She wouldn't answer.
And she'd probably murder you if that was the case.
Yeah.
But no, my daughter was like, what do you mean? And I was like, remember, honey, like the entire month of July 2020, I was just done. You know, I was out. And she goes, oh, yeah, that's when Daddy learned how to cook. And like, that's she was hilarious. Totally serious. And I just burst out laughing because it was so bad. And like Don's like, I was involuntarily having to cook because he had to cook for everybody because I couldn't get out of bed. Like it was bad.
Didn't you just get like a new oven around that time or something?
Yeah, it was like 2 months before, like right when the pandemic started or something. I can't remember what it was. Our oven like exploded. Our electric oven exploded. That's impressive.
Melissa, Kyle's wife is also named Melissa. She's
no, I'm still awake. Yeah. That's funny.
Actually, Kyle, I'm surprised you're still awake, to be honest, because like you're like burning the candle at both ends, and it's a Thursday night, and like you have to get up and go do things in the morning. Not that I don't.
At least Melissa's working from home tomorrow, so she'll probably let me sleep till at least 6:30. So that'll be nice.
I've done this weird thing the last week. It's right at 5 a.m. on the nose. I'm awake, which is just weird.
I'm so not a morning person.
I didn't set an alarm. I'm just like, I'm awake. And I'm like, wait a minute, what time is it? And I'm like, how's it 5 a.m.? Like, yeah, what am I doing?
What's your normal bedtime? Like normal everyday bedtime?
I'm usually asleep right about now.
Okay, it's not too bad.
It's not too bad, but I have to wind down. I have to wind down to get there. See, I have, and I know this is going to come as a complete shock, is I have ADHD and I have problems regulating like, my energy levels at certain points, which is why I require that much sleep. Dysregulation is kind of a big deal, but you will find a lot of the people who are entrepreneurs tend to be neurodivergent. Because trust me, there's a whole host of problems that also come with ADHD, but the ability to hyper focus and to think outside the box kind of makes you a natural entrepreneur. And most of us find that we don't fit well in the corporate model. I did have a 12-year corporate career and it was perfectly fine. And I could probably just go do it again, but it was not like, I was a smoke jumper. Is they kind of like sent me in to fix things that were messed up. Like, so I always had something different going on, which was great for my ADHD. But, my career kind of looks like, well, you did this and then you did that. And then what the heck is this, kind of stuff. But like, I have a patent, it belongs to the company I worked for, but, I have a patent for something random. And then the next thing I did was like, run a reporting team. It was just like a whole weird slew of things that I've done, but this really kind of helped. Like, I originally started making soap as like a hobby because my skin like hates commercial soap so bad. And I actually was researching the whole process and going through like all the how-tos while I was pregnant with my second child. So, it's one of those things where, I went, hey, I could do that, and learned absolutely everything I could about it and made lots of different test batches and did lots of different things. And then, you guys know the story about how we ended up with whiskey and hardtack. So it just sort of like it was an evolution. And I'm trying my best not to go off script with my business because, having a plan and having a schedule is actually good for me, even though I inherently don't want one. Like, I have to recognize that having a regimen and having like a set number of functions and a set number of products is actually a good thing for me. And I mean, I could honestly think of like right now, like 10, 11, 12 other product types that I think would be perfect, but I don't have the time to make them. And I shouldn't be investing in making them. I should be focusing on the core things that I've already got. So that's the other problem. Too many ideas and too little time.
Touche.
Yeah.
How's that water?
The water is delicious, although it's like running out.
I was gonna say we're an hour and 38 minutes in. It is definitely getting late fast.
Yes.
Think it's about time to start wrapping up. So you got the conditioner coming tomorrow.
Yep.
Which is exciting. Icebreaker will be coming soon. Anything else
Icebreaker
happening in the world
November.
of whiskey and hardtack before
we'll have some things here and there. September is going to be a lot of behind the scenes and restock and filling in stock. And I'll probably post a bunch of soap videos because I'll be making icebreaker soap here because it's got a cure. Because it takes like 4 to 6 weeks for that to be shelf ready. Wow. So I'll probably post some behind the scenes stuff of soap making because those are easier to post than, filling bottles and stuff like that because, soap making is a little bit more simplistic in terms of the space it takes. It's not simplistic in terms of how dangerous it is, but it's better in terms of how much space. Besides, people tend to like to see those kinds of things behind the scenes.
I love it. When you're cutting the bars, I'm always like,
with my giant, like it looks like fancy egg slicer.
Yeah. Really cool.
Yeah. So we'll probably be doing that.
Shooter at the Air Force Base here.
Ooh.
Be safe, man.
You're not on base, are you? Like, I hope
not.
everybody's okay. Oh man, you never like all that kind of stuff.
Be safe.
Yeah. So anyway, so yeah, there's going to be a bunch of behind the scenes stuff. Probably the most exciting thing visibly you guys will see this month is the Sweetwater conditioner, and then the restocking of Greenhorn. But like I said, everything else is kind of going on behind the scenes and prepping. I think we got some pushes in October, and then of course Icebreaker comes back in November, and then I've got some things planned around the holidays. I really recommend, if you're going to do holiday shopping, that you do it early this year, because last year, with everything that happened in the sorting centers and the shipping nightmares that everybody had, Philly was a black hole. I mean, we got a Christmas card that was dated in December. We got it in July.
It was that bad? Wow.
It was that bad because, I mean, and the Philly News was putting out, like, visibly, you could see all the trailers just full of mail that they never started processing. It was insane, and there was literally nothing we could do about it. It's not like you could ship another one because it was just going to go in another trailer, sitting outside Philly. And part of that was the volume, and part of that was the shortage of manpower. So it's going to happen again this year. So I mean, and they're going to be toys that are going to be hard to get this year because of manufacturing issues. I mean, it's not just us trying to get raw materials and being behind the 8 ball. It's everybody. Like, every industry is having problems. Yeah. So, shop early. That's all I'm saying. Like, if you want to get your stuff squared away for Christmas, shop early.
Right. All right, you guys. Well, so, yeah, what we have going on before we log off this Sunday on Copper John's YouTube channel. Yes. Copper John's will be hosting his first mullet competition. And I know White Trash Donnie was in here. He's a competitor. I will also be in the competition. I was originally going to be a judge. Whoa. I am now officially in the competition. So you've seen little snippets. You've seen what I'm currently rocking out.
I was going to say, that's
if we need to do it again, I will do it again. Let's go solo really quick. This is absolutely fresh.
Fresh to death.
That is sharp. That is sharp.
So we have that. We have that going on Sunday, again, on the Copper John's YouTube channel. Be on the lookout for that. And September 25th, Saturday, 6:00 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, if I'm not mistaken, we will be doing the second annual auction giveaway, basically dedicated to our good buddy Sober Chef Eric, who will be celebrating 10 years of sobriety. You guys absolutely do not want to miss that. We helped raise over $4,000 last year, which was then matched to make it a grand total of $8,000, which went to Phoenix Sober Living. We are hoping that we can top a total of $10,000 this year to the same sober community. That would be absolutely outstanding. So be on the lookout for that. We already have a decent amount of companies who are going to be throwing in some products for the auction. And I'm sure more will come for that. So, Kyle, any parting words?
Other than the correct pronunciation of gyro?
Gyro, yeah. No, that was it. Great show, Holly. Thank you so much for being here. If you guys have not checked out Holly, Whiskey and Hardtack, I have no idea what you're waiting for. Beer Talk 15 will save you 15%.
Yeah, what are you waiting for?
Beer product. I don't know. We love it.
Right. But and seriously, Kyle, put that hat closer up to the camera. If you guys have not done
Beer Talk merch.
Right. Seriously. That merch, those hats, and I'm not just saying it because they're ours. Those hats are pretty freaking awesome. Get
Those
some
are
merch.
Get your merch.
Get your merch.
Get your merch.
Merchandising.
Yeah.
Anyway.
All right, guys. Well, hey, everyone be safe. Everyone enjoy opening season of the Browns. This Saturday, we have another review dropping as always. Go Browns. That's all that matters. And we will be back next week as always. My previous ringtone of Kyle saying my beard is moist has been replaced by Holly trying to pronounce gyro.
Complete with my little blah, blah, blah. Yeah.
Right.
There you go.
Yeah.
All right, guys.
Bye,
Be
guys.
safe. See y'all next week.